Hey, it's Amanda Miller, professional makeup artist. Today I'm going to show you how to clean your makeup, keep it sanitary, especially during cold and flu season and during this breakout of coronavirus. We all want to make sure that we are as safe as possible. So today I'm going to show you how to keep things clean. Now, first things first, I want to go over some products that you absolutely cannot clean no matter what, and that will be anything that is water-based. Okay, so your liquid foundation, concealers, lip glosses, lipsticks, that anything that has like a doe foot applicator, anything of that sort, mascara, sponges cannot be cleaned. Now, if you have a foundation, concealer, BB cream or anything of that sort that has a pump or it comes in a tube where you can squeeze it out, then you can keep it sanitary just by taking an alcohol wipe and rubbing the outside of the pump or the tube nozzle, as well as inside of the cap. Just make sure everything is nice and clean. But if you have an opening where you're putting the sponge on there, and or if you're dipping your fingers into the product, you cannot clean it because this is protected by the pump. It should be okay. When in doubt, throw it out, but typically a pump is going to protect the inside of the product. Same with any kind of lipstick or lip gloss. If this has touched your skin or your face and you put it back in, you have to throw it out. That is if you have cold, flu, coronavirus, whatever it is. Mascara, that's pretty self-explanatory. Liquid eyeliner, you cannot clean it. You've got to pitch it. Like I said, sponges, they have to be thrown out. Now, when it comes to loose powders, so typically I like to take whatever I need. I just put it in here and then work from the container. Now, if that's the case, you can take an alcohol wipe, an alcohol pad, which you can find these at any kind of drugstore, Walmart, Target. They're in the first aid kit, or you can just get regular alcohol. 70% isopropyl alcohol or higher is the best. And then, get a cotton round or cotton ball, whatever, and then clean the inside of the powder. Now, if this is kind of the unfortunate thing, if you become ill and you are using a loose powder and working from the container, unfortunately, there is no way to clean this. So the best bet would be to get rid of it. Moving on to products that can be cleaned and kept sanitary, even if you become sick, you don't have to throw these products out. So anything that is cream-based, powder-based, or anything that is gel-based, such as eyeliners or lip liners, lipsticks, anything of that sort, all of these can be saved. You don't have to pitch them. It just takes a couple steps to make sure that they are nice and clean, and we will start from there. So you're gonna want some rubbing alcohol. I have a rinsed out old brush cleaner bottle, or you can get a travel size squirt bottle from the dollar store or a drugstore, whatever. You might have one on hand. I am currently on quarantine and I am not going out. My spray pump, my little travel bottle, it broke. So I'm just repurposing an old brush cleaner bottle. I'm gonna spray this a couple times just to get it going. There we go. So now what you're gonna do is take any powder that you have. Let me open it. So I have my eyeshadows here. I have my pressed powder. And then I also have my heated eyelash curler, which I use quite frequently. So what I'm gonna do is I am just going to start spraying. I'm gonna let this air dry. Same with the powders. I'm not going to saturate. Okay, I'm gonna just let that air dry. Again, I'm not saturating the product. Okay, what it's gonna do, it's just gonna evaporate. It will not hurt the pigment of the products as long as you're not saturating. So you're gonna let that dry completely. Then take a cotton ball or cotton round, whatever you have on hand, and you're just going to lightly remove that top layer of product, and that will just make everything nice and clean and sanitary. Now, if you have the ability to take the products out of the compact. I would definitely suggest doing that and then cleaning the entire thing with alcohol and then putting everything back in its place. If you don't, that's okay. Just make sure that you're cleaning the outside with, the outer edges with alcohol as well, just to make sure that the compact inside and out is clean all together. So I did spray this. I'm going to take my cotton round, give it a nice little wipe down. And then again, I take the alcohol wipe that I got from the drugstore. I always keep these on hand, and I'm cleaning the inside and outside of the compact. This is pretty dry, so I'm just gonna do this. And if you have a traditional eyelash curler, you do the same thing. You just spray it with alcohol, let it dry, and then wipe it down. If you don't wanna spray it, you can use your alcohol wipe that you get from the first aid section. So when it comes to creams, you will just get an alcohol wipe, and then from there, just simply wipe off that top layer of product. Okay, and again, you're gonna make sure that you clean off the outer edges, make sure everything is nice and clean, get the outside so everything is good to go from there. Now, when it comes to lipsticks and eyeliners or lip liners, you'll take your alcohol, pour a little bit into I just have a little Tupperware bowl here. When you go to clean your lipstick, you'll just roll it out. You don't have to put the bullet all the way up, but just slightly up. Then take your alcohol, dip it in there for about 20 seconds. I like to say, sing your ABCs or happy birthday. You'll leave it in there for a good 20 seconds. You don't have to submerge the entire bullet, but most of it. From there, keep it upside down because you don't want that alcohol to get into the bottom of the base of the lipstick, or it can cause it to crack. So from there, I'm just lightly scraping off that top edge. Okay, so I'm gonna roll it down, and then from there, I'm gonna take the paper towel. Don't use cotton balls or tissues or toilet paper because it will get the bullet of your lipstick really gross. If you have a concealer that is a stick foundation like this, do this the exact same way as well, and it works perfect. So there we have a nice, clean, sanitized lipstick. You don't have to pitch it. Okay, so for the eyeliner, I am not going to roll it out all the way because that's just gonna be too much. But I'm gonna give, that would be more than how I would typically use the eyeliner. I wouldn't roll it up that high. So I'm gonna take that, dip it in there. You're gonna sing your ABCs. For time's sake, I will not do that to you. And then just hold it so it doesn't go down into the plastic container. I'm gonna roll it up just a little bit and then swipe to get all those germies off. Now, if you have an eyeliner or lip liner that you have to sharpen it first and then dip it into the alcohol and clean. Now, if this is something that you want to do daily, you absolutely can. All you have to do, spray, wipe. But if you've had these products for a long time, have become sick and continued to use them, I suggest taking it and dunking it into the alcohol just so the whole thing gets submerged. Make sure that it's nice and clean. So there you have it. That pretty much wraps up the basics of keeping your makeup clean. I hope you found this helpful, and if you have any questions, please reach out. There's never a dumb question, and I'm always here to help. Make sure that you share if you feel that this video would help anybody else. I hope to see you soon, and stay healthy.